Maqasid are those parts of the ijtihadi process that tells us the goals, the objectives of Islam. Meaning that when Islam wants to do something, when it wants to go somewhere, it can look at the high-level expectations and say, this is what needs to be protected, this is how it needs to be protected. I'll give you a simple example. This is the most elementary form of the Maqasid al-Sharia. Islam seeks to be able to protect a number of things. It needs to be able to protect the religion of God. Therefore, everything it does has to be towards that direction. If there is an act or a fatwa or an interpretation that breaks the religion of God, then it is not in line with the Maqasid, and we know that that interpretation is wrong. The religion of God has to be protected. So that's why when we see those people who create disunity between Muslims, it breaks the religion apart, doesn't it? It divides us. It divides our strength. This is how we know for sure that it is wrong to break the religion, to create weakness within the Muslim community. One of the maqasid is the maqasid of the deen itself. Ihtifad al-deen, the protection of the deen itself. Or for example, the protection of the aql. Anything that stops the aql from working, the intellect from working, anything that stops you from having a working intellect is haram. Are you allowed to do drugs? No. Are you allowed to drink alcohol? No. Because your aql needs to be protected at every single moment. Or for example, the protection of your life. If your life needs to be protected and you have to make the decision between a medical intervention and not taking the medical intervention, it is a simple choice, isn't it? If the medical intervention saves my life, I have to take it. It is wajib for me to take it. Why? Because the sharia is there to protect your life. It is there to protect your wealth. It is there to protect your honor. It is there to protect. What is the one thing that actually engulfs all of this for the protection of everything? Your religion, your wealth, your property, your life, the environment. If I don't destroy the environment, are you going to be able to live properly? No. If I destroy the environment, are you going to be able to look after your own property and wealth? No. And so one of the things that we need to bring into the ijtihadi process is what is known as the maqasid al-bi'ah, the ultimate objectives of how to be able to protect the environment. This feeds into the technique of ijtihad. So now when we look at an ayah or an hadith or an issue, and the mujtahid is trying to work out how does it play, how do we understand the application of this, we go back to the maqasid and say, does this protect the environment or does it destroy the environment? Does it continue the pollution or does it stop the pollution? And then we know that the actual hukm is either in line with the protection of the environment or not. If it's not in line, either it becomes haram or it becomes makruh. If it is in line, then we know it is in line with the maqasid of the bi'ah, the maqasid of the protection of the environment itself.